All right, looks like we're live. So we don't have the intro music because I'm on the phone, which normally has. So welcome. We come to you live every day at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 Pacific for about an hour or 90 minutes each day. We do 3 gun-related topics, different topics throughout the week. We run it live on YouTube and then Google Hangout like this. We watch the comments that are coming in here and over on Gun Channels where it's being simulcasted. So we're watching the comments that are coming in the on YouTube as well. Every once in a while, we'll take the audio from this and we'll post it as a podcast over on iTunes. And for that reason, we appreciate everybody who's leaving comments out there on whatever platform you might be listening on. That does let us know where you are and hopefully gets the show recommended to more listeners. So we do appreciate it. Only 2 of us showed up today because we care the most. And that's Smeggy jumping in from Michigan. Thanks for joining.
Hey, how's everyone doing today?
And I'm down here in Arizona at the airplane graveyard. So is my audio coming in okay on the phone?
Yeah, it seems a little choppy, but that might be my computer also.
Okay, I don't think
But
it's coming
I hear
in.
you okay, so maybe if anything, you can shut the camera off if it gets worse. But you sound
Yeah,
okay so far.
I will. I just wanted to show that we're here on location at the boneyard. So these are the planes that'll never fly again. We're looking at a bunch of C-130s here. And these are all for parts, so they'll never be airborne again. Over there in the corner is the B-52 factory. So even though we don't have very many B-52s left, we do have the factory. That's kind of cool. So anyway, we're out here on location. I will shut the camera off so that we can get better audio. All right. So, or should I just? I guess I'll keep going.
Oh, sorry. You kind of cut out there for me for a sec.
Oh, I'm gonna jump off of here then. And we'll just go back over to here. So is this working all right?
Yep.
All right, so we're on episode number 383. It's Wednesday, so we'll be doing entertainment topics today. Talking about the Gun Channels Book Club, and then we'll be doing a good idea, bad idea, shoulder holsters for Ed, and then the Daily Gun Show, or the hashtag Daily Gun Show Showdown, where we jump over to Instagram and we judge the pictures on Instagram that use the hashtag Daily Gun Show. Stuff. So before we jump in, we usually take a break at the beginning, see if anything happened overnight worth talking about. Any of the shows that anything interesting happened?
Let's see. Last night was hit or miss. Had a couple of interesting topics and some different points of views on there. So that was. I like that, at least that everyone seemed pretty civil about it, even though we had disagreements.
Yeah, my only real concern is that I don't seem to have got my PayPal. It hasn't come through.
It's in the mail.
Okay.
Night Strike puts me in charge of sending out all the payments for our special guests. So
okay.
You can hypothesize when that will show up.
Otherwise, yeah, there was a bunch of shows last night. Rick had an interesting show, and Ghost had a show last night as well, right?
Yeah, I didn't catch it, but I know he had one.
And then, of course, we cork Andalusia Armory every day, or every Tuesday. All right, so yep, we do have a book club, and it's basically a channel over on Gun Channels. And since that's our first subject, right, we might as well jump right into it. So how about a Gun Channels book club on books from people such as John Lott or Masada Youth? So let's jump over to Gun Channels.
And I would recommend both of those authors in case anyone's interested.
Yeah, for sure. Both of them are very efficient writers. Like they're not flowery, wasted time. You know, you're reading forever and nothing really, no information came across. It's like the other way around. It's constant information, right? Like you can read it over and over.
Yeah, and especially Lot, because he does a lot of like statistical kind of stuff or whatever. He does a lot of that type of thing. So it can be used as a good reference and kind of go back. I think each chapter is like like a certain topic or like a certain. He has a few different books, but the one is like each chapter is like a certain like anti-gun argument, and then he kind of like debunks it or at least fills out the information about it.
All right, so finally found the link to the book club there. So I don't know, somebody named it the Gun Channels Book Club instead of just book club. So when you look for it, you have to look for Gun Channels in the list of channels. It started because every once in a while in a lobby or just a general, open discussion, someone of us would start talking about a book, or we would get into a conversation about books, and I thought it would be good to have a place to put them all, to archive them and to start a list of them, mainly so that if somebody missed the conversation, or if some of those books, they could have a list where they could go back and reference and grab the books they haven't read yet. So that's what it started as. Everyone, of course, like any channel, is welcome to join. So your favorite books over there, feel free. If you've got Amazon links, links to Amazon that are affiliate links, so you drop a link and somebody clicks on that link and then decides to buy the book, Matt, you get a cut, feel free. It's one of the reasons we built Gun Channels the way we did, so people can utilize it that way. Everybody wins that way. The information about the book gets out there. The person who's looking for it finds it on Amazon, probably cheaper than they'd find it anywhere else, and then you get a cut. So, is Smeggy looking at it on the screen there? I'll zap
Yeah,
onto his
I'm
screen.
screen sharing it right now.
And like any of them, you just join it and then do whatever you want.
Looks like G-Webs is mostly the librarian, if you look at all these top ones.
I think, yeah, I started posting them whenever we were in that discussion that night. And
there's some other people doing it. That's cool.
From the whole gambit, from military and books about actual biographies and real people and real events, to the like alternative fiction stuff. A lot of people like those, what would happen if type of. Then a lot of the there's at least a series of 3, I think, 1 second after or something, which were pretty good. At least for me, I really like listening to them on audio tape. So we try to have links in there too. I think there's a lot of books on YouTube where you can listen to them.
Yeah, see, that's really helpful too, being able to listen to stuff.
So I'll throw in there, I don't know how many of what we have in there. We do have a couple on things like Book of the Five Rings and The Art of War, books that are worth listening to just as almost motivational, life lessons, life strategy type of coaching almost type of books. And then I'm not sure if we have any in there, but I'm probably going to end up posting some of the business books that I've listened to on tape over the last year or so that I think are really useful if you're trying to build some sort of a brand, or if you're trying to build a channel. The same strategies that people use for small business to promote a product, a lot of those you can use your projects, your online projects. So some of those books can be pretty useful. All right, so it looks like a bunch of people checking in over on both sides. Got Ghost Tactical, he was just in on the pre-show along with Night Strike. And
yeah, I guess Night Strike lost power.
Oh, because of the lightning? He gets scared.
He dropped out. Power.
He got scared. He ran down to the basement because there's weather. They're not used to it. He was born and raised in Arizona, where we don't have weather. So anyway, we had an interesting pre-show. I'm out on location, like I showed you, out on the side of the road here next to the airplane graveyard. And we started the pre-show maybe an hour early, and been using the new internet, testing it out. Works great. And BS'd a little bit about, actually, we were working on, with some of the guys there, working on some projects for their channels. So
Yeah,
So
some good secrets being shared there, which I won't say on air, but some good secrets.
yeah, a very useful pre-show. So feel free to jump in when we have those pre-shows. You can pick our brains. Um, if you have ideas for projects and stuff, we'd be more than happy to let you bounce them off us and give you whatever resources we can. All right. So with that, that was for our Patreons over there. So I'm thinking about, I got to ask Dano and Bob. I don't think Bob will care one way or another, but Dano, I don't know if he'll care. But did you see I think I talked about the new Patreon perk or whatever the hell we're supposed to call them on Patreon, the like level for $50. When I go to a gun shop or a gun show, I buy you $25 worth of stuff and then ship it to you. And then I keep $20. That's for me to get to the gun shop. And then, like I say, I drop $25 on something. So then it's like one of those grab bags or whatever. You're going to get $25 worth of stuff from somewhere. And you're going to know that you're throwing $25 out to the world, at some gun shop or some gun show somewhere. And then, you get something in the mail once a month. So I was thinking about doing something like that on the Daily Gun Show as well. I do that over here, but I figured that way if somebody wanted to participate in this show and the whole concept of going to a gun shop every day, then, we can say, and this is, I don't know, maybe I could send you a business card from the shop I bought the stuff at or something. Make it more of a one-on-one thing for the actual gun shop of the day aspect of the show. Or not.
Yeah, that's a cool idea. Like I said, I know you've talked about it with the gun show loophole thing. But I think that's what I like about it is the idea that you're saying, like, not only when you cover these gun shops are you giving them a little more exposure because they'll be featured as, a review, but you're also, giving them some money because we all know that gun shops are kind of hurting. I mean, gun sales are still up compared to like a while ago, but if you compare it to a couple of years ago, they're down quite a bit. So if there are some shops that thought that, oh, this is going to go on forever, and they like put on a huge expansion or they did a bunch of stuff expecting to have a whole bunch of sales, and now it's starting to slump, that they could be hurting some. And I agree with you. You've said in the past of, you don't want your local mom and pop gun shops to go away. I mean, that's how the anti-gunners win.
This is the time we want to reinforce them and get them as strong as possible so that they're established even more so for the next time we got to fight. So we'll figure out ways to continue to work on those strategies, but I guess we might as well dig into the show more. So that was, I think, enough for the book club. We got the link out there. I should probably put a link to the book club in the show notes. Of the show, that would probably be the idea. Uh-oh. I just saw a bunch of lightning also. I might have to follow Night Strike.
Uh-oh. Quick, get down to the bomb shelter.
I don't have one here, so I'll just have to jump underneath the van.
Well, you'll be pretty safe in the van.
Hear that thunder? That was weird because that was lightning. That was like above me, so there's no way that was that high above me. All right, so I would say we could move on to the next segment of the show. And that means we're going to be talking about good idea, bad idea. And I'm looking here. There had to be a... Oh, there is. See, I put it down there this time. So we are on Wednesday. Okay, so we're about to feature one of the members over at Gun Channel. So every day between the first and second segment of the show, we traditionally take a break here to feature one of the members over at Gun Channels, a place we built a while back. It's a community, and it's focused on firearms. It's completely driven by its members. So with that in mind, we feature one of the members, and this week we've got a theme going. I'm going to have to jump over because I suspect today is going to be one of those weeks where people aren't going to guess the theme as easily as sometimes. So Monday, it was PBR, Street Gang. Right? Tuesday was Yoder, Texas. Today, it's Jock Devang. Is that how you say that?
Sure.
Okay, so I don't think it's someone. I think Jock has been in chats in the text chat. I don't know if he or she's ever jumped in the actual chat. But
I don't remember ever talking, but I'm not super familiar either, so it might just be I've kind of missed them.
So if you can come up with what is in common with all the members this week, then you will feel good about yourself and have that to lord over everybody else. So good luck with that. Again, it was PBR Street Gang, it was Yoder, Texas, and now Jock. So my best friend to go into good idea, bad idea, and Night Strike jump back in. So
he's now powered up by the lightning.
I'm on battery backup now, so I'm good.
He's gonna hit a home run, Wonder Boy.
I didn't run from the lightning. I stepped to the side.
We have to decide, what does for ed mean? Oh, EDC maybe? Without the C? So basically the same question as we had like last week at some point, I think. Anyway, it's a good idea, bad idea. Shoulder holster for concealed carry, I guess we're going to call this.
I'm going to go with Ed.
Night Strike. Shoulder holster, good idea, bad idea.
Well, are we talking concealed carry or open carry?
So we're talking about concealed carry. We just said for CCW.
Okay. Not a bad idea if you do it properly.
So you're saying good idea, Smeggy?
I'm going to say good idea.
Okay, it's bad idea. So there we go. You have to justify what you think.
Okay. So now if I can pull the Dano, I'm going to go with, the good idea for, if you're driving a lot or sitting down a bunch or, something like that. Or maybe even if you have some type of physical thing where stuff digging into your hips isn't great. A shoulder holster works fine. Now, obviously, in the summer and stuff, it's going to be harder to actually be concealing with that. Because normally people put a shoulder holster on, then put like a jacket or maybe even like a windbreaker or something. But,
or a vest.
Yeah, or a vest. But I don't know. I hesitate to say, if that's the way you're comfortable doing it or whatever, then it's a good idea for you.
Yeah.
I don't really personally have one, but that doesn't mean I necessarily think it's a bad idea.
Nope, it's a bad idea. So what kind of outer garment are you going to wear with this shoulder holster? So are you wearing around like a dinner jacket all the time that's like just got one button, so you can, one button by your navel, and you got that thing open? You got like a windbreaker. Oh, Dano's not here, so nothing's going to happen. Windbreaker on, and you got it unzipped or something, so it's like over your normal shirts, but then under your windbreaker. See where I'm going with this? Do you have like a shirt, and then you're going to unbutton it or something to get to your gun quickly? Do you have like a t-shirt and then like a sweater that you're going to like somehow pull away or up or down or somehow? And so this concept of having a shoulder holster was awesome when everybody wore jackets and like the shoulder holster was on the outside of their button-down shirt, but underneath of their like dinner jacket or whatever you call those.
Like a sports coat or something.
Huh?
Like a sports coat.
Yeah, like Rockford Files. When everybody was running around like Rockford Files, and you would like, I'm gonna go work on the car. Let me get my jacket on and like my hat and like, you know what I mean? Like back in the old days when everybody wore a hat and jacket. And sure, shoulder holsters might even have been a thing. Plus, everybody was carrying on 38s back then. But now, with the potential of a 45 ACP.
Well, I know we got a comment up there saying it's good.
Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Oh, dude, they just did a test of something or other droid system. You hear that?
Yeah.
Did a show. Oh, yeah, that was cool. I'm close enough to the base that if it was morning, I would hear Reveille right here. The speakers are all around. So they use those speakers to test some kind of droid system. I think they said droid defense system.
couldn't make it out, but I'm assuming that's what it was. So
if they start talking about the bogey being a white van, get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
No, hell no. I'll grab my phone and get a good distance away so I get a good shot of it getting destroyed. And then I can sue the government and get a way better van.
Oh, right. Because the government has all that money.
I get like a $1,400 van. Anyway, so it's cool. I never heard of that droid defense system thing popping up before. All right, so on the YouTube side, getting all kinds of comments. That first, it's going to be sweeping everybody. So, shoulder holster, great. But shoulder holster is just meaning it's going to be on your shoulder. So is it going to be horizontal? So where it's sweeping everybody, it's like in your armpit pointing backwards? Or is it one of these for like the big bore club where they are carrying around a big obnoxious gun and it has to be pointed down? And then I guess that's not sweeping anybody except maybe your arm or your body as you're in the draw of it. And then is there any issue? Most of the time people are carrying around a horizontal shoulder holster. I mean, unless I'm mistaken, it's a 1911, right? Maybe a revolver, but it's almost always a 1911. So now it's cocked and locked in your armpit, pointing backwards. That sounds like a remedy for this, or a recipe for disaster.
No, it's fine as long as it's not a Kimber 1911.
I'm just gonna like to say, okay, maybe the possibility is there, but do you have examples of when bad stuff actually did happen? Like there was a lot of accidents. I mean, I don't know the stats or whatever, but I would think a lot of people carrying shoulder holsters all the time, and it didn't seem like it was that big of an issue.
So here's the
I could
thing.
be wrong.
So here's the thing. Here, I don't know the numbers either, but I can only assume, based on the fact that we live in a capitalist country, that if that type of carry and that style, that combination, 1911 and a leather shoulder holster, was deadly, then at least their competition would be like, don't buy their deadly holster, buy our super safe holster, right? So I'm assuming that's not an issue. And then Bloomberg pays all kinds of people lots of money to hate guns. You would think some of them are competent enough that if that was a deadly combination, they would make a big stink about it. So for those reasons, I'm guessing that Smeggy's onto something, that just because in our minds it sounds like a deadly combo, that has nothing to do with nothing, that guns are super safe, and putting it in your armpit is no different than putting it in your waist.
Yeah, I guess I just don't quite see that problem. And then you did say something about the Big Bore Club, and so this is where I'm going to go with Ed, because my buddy Ed goes to Alaska, and actually his name's Sean, but whatever, I'm calling him Ed now. And I believe he does carry a big bore in a shoulder holster type thing, but I don't know if it's completely like outside all his jackets or what. Like maybe it's open carry. Maybe we can ask Sean if he's around. But I know he's talked about before where he had, like, a bear attacked him or whatever, and he had some big old revolver to save him. And yeah, so then that's the type of thing. If you had that in a holster on your hip and then you're wearing a big bulky, winter coat and you got all a bunch of other stuff all bunched up or whatever, it's gonna be hard to get to. Whereas the shoulder, it's a lot easier to get to. Across the chest carry rig, that could be. It's close enough to a shoulder holster, I guess, in my mind. A cross draw type thing. But I was just trying to make another point for shoulder. Like I said, I don't personally choose to do it, but I hesitate to say stuff's a bad idea just because it might have some negatives. I think you look at the negatives and the positives and then make your own decision.
I mean, G-Webs is onto something with the whole how you dress when you use a shoulder holster, because there have been times where I've seen people who conceal carry, or even open. They're not trying to open carry, but they're trying to conceal carry, but they've got their jacket open and you can see the holster there. Sometimes that's law enforcement, and I know law enforcement is exempt. And sometimes it's just, the average guy. And if you're not in proper attire, if you don't have the jacket zipped up or buttoned up, you will be able to see it. And in some situations, like if you live in Florida, you can get arrested for that because that's a form of printing or something, or open carry, and you'll get in trouble for that. So watch how you dress if you use a shoulder holster.
Yeah, and I agree with that, and I think I started my defense with that kind of caveat. And Midnight Range is out there saying basically kind of what I said earlier. People in wheelchair could have an issue, and then he says where shoulder holsters would be good. And I think someone like that, yeah, that definitely I think would be better for them.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, people that like truck drivers or something, people that are sitting down all day, it's going to be a lot easier to draw from that. If you spend 80% of your life sitting down, then the rare chance that something bad happens, the chances are it's going to happen while you're sitting down.
I feel like people that sit down all the time are lazy, and lazy people make poor decisions. So maybe they shouldn't have guns.
So I have a
completely
question,
disagree with that
GWebs. Are you
statement.
sitting down right now?
But I don't sit down all the time. Just
Well, no. Well, if you're sitting down right now, then that means you are in the same boat as we are if you feel like that.
but it's also raining outside. All right, so I'm going to suggest then that we've solved this one. That shoulder holsters are, in fact, a bad idea. And
Except for all the times that they're an okay idea.
Yeah.
I guess
You don't get to just win every time just because you're the one that says it.
Well, if I'm the one running the show, it seems like I should be able to decide history. It's not like there's a statue.
Yeah, a statue for us to idolize and pray to a god or something, right?
All right, so with that, we might as well go on to the movie of the day. And then since Night Strike conned his way into the show, he gets to do the gun shop of the day. So he can start warming that up.
Wait, what?
We're going to do the movie of the day, though, first, which is The Point of No Return. So I'm pretty sure that's the movie with that one chick in it, right? Where she's going to be an assassin. It's like Femme Nikita, except the American version. You guys seen the movie?
I don't have an idea. I'm looking it up right now just to see if it sparks my memory, but it doesn't sound familiar.
Didn't they make a remake of that?
Oh, yeah, that's the movie. So it's got Bridget Fonda in it, who is some other Fonda's kid. And then, yeah, she basically is the runaway, like, orphan girl, and she gets taken by the CIA or something and turned into an assassin. And then she gets all moody about it. But it's pretty good. It's a hot chick running around shooting people and killing people. And I think it might be in Europe. I don't remember. It's been a while. So anyway, this one came out in 1993, and it was pretty good. So I'm going to give it a thumb up and like maybe a half of a thumb up, but I'm not giving it 2 because that would disrespect all the real 2 thumbs up movies.
I don't have any idea, so I'm gonna look to see what kind of guns are in there. But yeah, I don't have a thumb rating. The only thumb up I give is for the Daily Gun Show. Have all of our listeners given thumbs up yet?
If you haven't, do so now.
We have 8 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down. We have 34 people watching, so we do appreciate the
slackers
8 people who have given us a thumbs up. We don't necessarily assume that the 20-something rest of you hate the show because you haven't actually given us a thumbs down. We just assume you're indifferent. We care less about the show. Let's see.
Well, Hammerly 280? What the heck's that? Oh, that's weird. It's got like a magazine well in front of the trigger.
Yeah, it does have a weird looking European looking gun in there.
And a couple Berettas, Glock 17, HK P7M8, Smith & Wesson 659, Model 19, Walther P5, PPK, It's got a MP5, a Calico M100, Micro Uzi, Beretta M12, double-barreled shotgun, Armsil Striker. What kind of shotgun's that? I don't know. And a Mossberg 500 bullpup.
Is it Striker spelled with a Y?
It is not spelled with a Y. It's spelled correctly, like a normal person.
Rats.
Then
All right. Well,
hang on, just real quick. And School's 22 long rifle sniper rifle.
so we're getting a pretty mixed. We're on a pretty a random assortment of people are saying it was a solid movie, an okay movie, and then other people are saying they've never seen it. So that's the whole point of our segment of the show here, is to remind people of a movie you might not have seen in a while or never seen before. So like I say, I think it's if it was back in 1990s, I would have given this thing a lot more 2 thumbs up, because at the time it was a great movie. A lot of better movies have been made over the years, but I think it holds up. It's worth watching, and probably attainable. It's not. I think it's out there. I think you can find it on Netflix or something. So I would look for that one. And if you've got a movie of similar type of movie where it's worth recommending to other people, they might not have seen it or haven't seen it in a while, let us know. And you can email us at dailygunshow@gmail.com. And we always appreciate a list of movies so that we can keep the list current. How is the background noise here with the rain coming down?
It's all right. I mean, I can hear a little bit, but
it's not edge bad.
Okay. I'm still thinking about maybe doing a microphone in here just for that kind of stuff, so that I think when you get those microphones that are made for doing podcasting and stuff, they're only going to listen to like really close to the microphone, right? Like put the microphone close to you and it doesn't hear all that other stuff.
Yeah, they're normally directional.
Right.
So they don't pick up stuff from all around.
And this one's probably trying to mute all the time, like all the background noise. So anyway, I appreciate everybody sticking through. The quality of everything, we will work on it to some extent, but I did drop a link in there to our Patreon. Unlike some of the people over on Patreon, we do post both how many people are participating and how much you're throwing at us. And it's $84 a month right now, so we appreciate it for sure, but it's hardly enough that we're buying equipment or anything. So I think, though, that we had gone on about a month or so hiatus with doing patches, the giveaways, because I thought I was going to be on the road. And anyway, I think we're going to go back to doing some giveaways again, just because that was fun. And I'm not on the road. But we would like to encourage people to support the show over on Patreon, let other people know about it. There's 1 million something people on Patreon. I think they say $12 million a month gets sent from supporters over to creators on Patreon. We're only at $84 worth of that. If we were at $840, the show would be a lot different. If we were at $8,400, the show would be way different. If we were $84,000, the show would be not that much different, because then we would just get, like, we would assume that we deserve that kind of money. And then if it was at like $840,000 a month, we'd probably quit doing the show and we'd run off with all that money and just giggle.
No, you would do the show, but you would, half-ass it.
We would
just so
do
you
like
could run
one
off.
show a month. It would be very elaborate, and then it would just be like one, and then we would leave.
You'd even be able to get the comedy segment you've been working on in there too.
All right. Well, anyway, we do have a Patreon, so I don't know. It'd be cool to see that grow. So we want to let people know that we're open for business and looking to grow the show. It'd be neat to get together in Tulsa. That might be a possibility. It would have almost been a possibility if I could have got my shit together for me to drive up and be at that bullpup shoot where Dano's at. So eventually, once everything's rolling, we'll be. That's the whole point of the show, is to be mobile and to be out doing stuff. All right. Well, that's our commercial break. Did that give Night Strike enough time to come up with a gun shop of the day?
No, it did not.
Well, come on.
You don't go to gun shops? What the heck? You just picked a gun up. Where'd you get that from?
From a person. Private sale.
So every day we try to feature a gun shop, because that's one of the reasons we started doing this show. gun shops are important. We talked about it before, that when they go away, we lose an important resource, a place that we can gather and a place that we can look to to disseminate information when it's necessary. And been a lot of concern lately on whether or not the social media platforms, who are obviously run by agenda-based conglomerates, to be nice about it, don't owe us nothing. And it's always a possibility that they could pull the plug on content. And if we lose something that's established, like YouTube or Facebook or I don't know, any number of things, then again, we would want to rely on our established methods of information dissemination, and that's gun shops, that's gun shows. So I think it's crucially important. I think it's fallen right into the hands of Bloomberg, really, to the dynamic is going, that the big box stores and the internet are just dominating in the industry, or the whatever you call it, the portion of the economy, and the little stores, are floundering. I don't think they're all going to fail, though. There's all kinds of cool stuff that they're doing, and that's one of the reasons we try to feature these shows or these different shops every day. We see them doing things like in the training realm. We see them doing things in the specialization. They'll have everything in a specific facet of shooting. We see them sponsoring shooters. We see them doing events and stuff. So there's lots of different things that they're doing, and I know that just creative, entrepreneurial people out there are going to keep coming up with ways to keep their businesses alive. And unlike guitars or pork chops or something, there's a little more dedication from the customers in the Second Amendment stuff. So I think they have all the potential in the world to stay kicking. We just have to help them amplify some of those ideas and share some of those ideas that are successful for some stores out there. And anyway, has this given Night Strike enough time to come up with a damn story?
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't I mention one that I've been to here in South Carolina? Is that all right?
Sure. Even though you're born in Arizona, I guess you could talk about South Carolina store.
I know. All right. Let me pull up the website and I'll screen share it. All right.
I just wanted to let Mel know he had mentioned one earlier today, and I got that in the schedule. So thank you for that, sir.
All right. The one I've been to twice is ATP Gun Shop and Range, and they're in Summerville, South Carolina. So about, they're actually about 20 minutes more drive for me than Palmetto State Armory is, but that's besides the point. I've been there like once or twice. They have a gun shop, and they've got a whole selection of stuff. You see that right there? They got images of their gun shop.
Oh, it seems like a pretty decent size, eh?
Yeah, it is decent size. They've got an indoor range, and there's the range. They got a pistol range. They have a rifle range. They're very active on Facebook as well. I don't know why they're still hanging on to Facebook, but yeah, they've got a list of the range prices. I'm not a fan of their range because I've been yelled at there once or twice for being a little too fast on the trigger. And no, that's not with the bump fire stock. So,
I mean, I kind of get why ranges do that, but I wish some had a little more leeway on that. Just like if you seem like you know what you're doing, they should let you go for it, and if not, maybe yell at you. But I don't know. I guess then that's kind of treating people differently. But
what they do say in here, they do rentals. I have done a rental once. That was the first time going in, but they do have full auto arms too. So, and suppressed. So I think I might. While I'm not a fan of it, I may go back just for the full auto, because why the hell not? But
yeah, that's always a good bonus.
Let me get back up there. Their location is 1340 College Park Road, Summerville, South Carolina. So if you're in the area, go and check them out.
Just the one shop?
Yeah, they just have one location.
Right on. Right. So throw a link in the side, and we'll throw it in our show notes. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. Do you know what EP stands for?
I do not, but I didn't mention this in here, but they do classes and they do special events as well. So
Did you say doo doo?
I believe
No.
he did.
I didn't say it like that, but okay, yeah, you got me there. I have no idea what the ATP stands for.
All right. Well, that gives you a mission. Next time you go in, you could ask them. So thanks, though. We try to feature a new gun shop every day, and anybody who wants to participate in that, you can send us an email to dailygunshow@gmail.com. Take some pictures. Remember, you got a phone in your pocket. It's got a pretty nice camera on it. Most every time I go into a gun shop and remember to do it, I ask if it's okay to take some pictures and share it on the web. They almost always say sure. And, post them on Instagram. We're live on Instagram right now. On Facebook, I guess, YouTube, and then send us a link. Or if that's not something you're into, you can send us the pictures. But we do appreciate the people that participate like that. It's one of the goals of the show. All right, with that, I think we'll keep moving on, and we get to gun history. Shoot, I'm live on Instagram right now, and that means I can't use my phone to figure out what my calendar said. There's something in the calendar for history today. We still connected?
Yeah.
Why does this website take so long to load? I'm trying to bring up my history site where I get all my cheating. But it's not loading. Are we still connected? What's going on? Did I lose internet?
No,
Yeah.
you're still here.
No, you're still here.
All right, I'll try loading this page again. Oh, must have just been a glitch. All right, so anything good happened today?
I don't know.
11 years of war, Spain grants Mexican independence as a constitutional monarchy.
Yeah, that worked out well.
The emperor, that was in 1821. Let's see, in 1914, the Emperor of Japan declared war on Germany. That was smart.
Which is funny considering they allied with them in 1933.
1942, the German forces began an assault on Stalingrad.
Not a smart idea.
1950, 77,000 members of the U.S. Army Reserve are involuntarily called back to active duty to fight the Korean War. The Korean police action.
Darn Koreans.
1954 is the first flight of the C-130's transport aircraft. 1954, today, the first flight of the C-130, and I'm sitting in front of, I'm exaggerating, hundreds of C-130s that are mothballed, that are literally never going to fly again, that could have been some of those first planes from 1950. I'm sitting here in front of them doing the show. Graveyard side of the Davis Monthan, where they're all, I'm sitting in front of the C-130s, so that's kind of neat.
Just look for the one with the most rust on it. It probably did.
Well, they're aluminum, so they don't rust, but
Oh, they are aluminum? I thought they were steel.
nope, that's why they, so, nobody interesting was born today. Dream of Jeannie was born today. I think they said she's 80-something. Yeah, I'll go look at my calendar and see if I can figure out what my other thing was. You guys didn't hear about any good history today?
No, I didn't see anything.
No, I didn't see anything.
Oh, you know what it was? I just had an appointment with my Google lady today. That's all it was.
Oh, right.
All right,
How'd that
then
go?
let them, it's weird. They want you, I don't know what the parameter is where you get a YouTube person, like a coach or a YouTube counselor or whatever they're called. But keep a conversation going with her because I figure it's useful, but has she ever actually done anything for me? No. So anybody has questions about YouTube, feel free to send them to me at gunwebsites@gmail.com. Today I was running around doing stuff, so I'm gonna talk to her again tomorrow and spend more time talking to her about some projects I'm working on. But yeah, if you guys have specific questions that I know it's difficult to actually get somebody from Google. That's why, like I said, I'm trying to keep this conversation going with her. We basically talk every couple of weeks, and she just, I don't know. It's like if you ever read a newsletter from someplace like YouTube or, you know, any platform, it's just kind of, what's the color of this? Or, you know, now you can click on this and it'll sort by a different way. You know, just all those little mundane updates. She just kind of tells me about those things. It's sort of like, you know, if there's not something specific I can ask her, she just tells me about, you know, the weather. So if anybody has a specific question, I'd be more than happy to try to, you know, bring those over to her and let you know what she says.
Awesome.
Oh, look, you can zoom on Instagram. That's cool. Better than stupid YouTube. How good, Smeggy, you're watching this over there. How good is the Instagram feed of these planes?
It was a little choppy at first, but that seemed to work itself out. So, yeah,
So
right
better
as I
than
said,
the
I started
YouTube feed of
buffering,
these?
so I don't know.
Can you see any of the numbers or writing on these planes?
No.
Okay. All right, I'll start fucking around with them. So, yeah, I'm going to quit being live over there. Just trying to play around with the phone. And, wow, we have 45 people. We have more people watch on Instagram than we did on YouTube. What's up with that? Yeah, we got 40 over here. Crazy. What's up with that? So, I think we're done. We're not supposed to do the other thing, right? So we can't put away the windbreaker.
Yeah, no need for windbreakers today.
Oh, no, wait. What am I doing?
Speaking of
Today
Instagram,
is
we still have that to do.
Yeah, it's hashtag Billy Gun Show Showdown time. Can you screen share that shit?
Sure. Give me just a second here, and I'll do that.
I should Instagram that part.
Graham.
One channel Instagramming, judging the Instagrams from another channel. Anybody subscribe to Guns and Gear on the
I don't think so.
No.
I think if I just go to main Instagrams and then I go to main Instagram, it'll tell me, but it'll probably not show me stuff I just seen. It's stupid. So here's his page.
That next week? Yeah, it is. All right, so I guess we didn't type in how many we had last week. Or maybe we did, it didn't transfer over or whatever, but we have...
Work, if I screen share this?
Oh.
This?
Yeah, I can see the screen share.
So that guy just kicked a tear gas thing back at the police, right? So they shot him in the nuts.
That was in
with another tear
Phoenix.
gas thing.
Well, what do they say? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes?
Like, there you go. I'm going to kick your tear gas right back over to you, police. I win. Score 1 for me. Boom. Right in the nuts. And he's got his gas mask on and a backpack. That guy would be probably killed in Hawaii, from what I understand.
Apparently, I heard that he's trying to sue now because he's got, you know, testicular trauma.
Yeah, he's got gas nuts. All right, sorry, Smiggy.
Okay. Like I said, I don't remember how many we had last week. Maybe someone can look that up or whatever. But I don't think we forgot to type it in. But we have 810 this week. So I'll just kind of go down here a little bit, try and find where the old ones were.
Whoa, go back. I saw bacon.
We'll get there, you impatient bastard. Okay, there we go. Because there was Tony's toilet or whatever. That happened right during the show. So I guess we'll start here. 7 days. This one might have been in last week's too, but good job, Moon. Everyone likes autoloader. All right, CloverTac going live. Simulcasting on Gun Channel. He's got his little mixer thingy, his microphone, and all his gear. That's neat. Early Watch posting a pretty funny T-shirt. Aw, poor doggy. Stick figures are attacking this doggy. Another one from Early Watch. Holster from Hog Holsters. Cool. Repost. The Hub. We talked about this last... was that last week or just a couple days ago even?
I'm not sure, but yeah, just a couple of days
I
probably.
forget. But there you go.
Well, we went there Saturday, so it had to be this week.
Daily Gun Shop. Good job of using the hashtag. Another Early Watch. The best. Haha. Yeah, okay, whatever, dude.
That's one of the early sewn glow-in-the-dark Gun Channels patches, too.
Oh,
Those
hang
were
on
only
here.
available back when I first got the sewing machine and I was learning how to sew. And they have the glow-in-the-dark thread. You can tell by that gap in the stuff and the way it's all shitty.
So he's got a super unique one, is what you're saying.
Very rare. Ultimately collectible.
Awesome. There you go. Chris out hiking again. The heck. Oh, there we go.
Is that Marco?
No, it's not Marco.
Does that count as open carrying?
That would
No.
be open carrying, I would think.
Yes.
And it is a pistol, so you're good to go on that even too if you wanted to put a trench coat on.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, CloverTac. $1 a month. Good job, buddy.
I think he needs to update that.
Well, it was probably the first day he did it or whatever.
Yeah.
There's your bacon.
All
And what else is
right.
it with?
Hungry Jack pancakes.
Oh, God. I got that stupid song in my head now. I'm not going to sing it, but I'm assuming Jewebs is right now frantically typing to get that clip up.
It's not my fault. That is Pawnery. So you can thank or blame Pawnery for that.
Well, I blame you because I didn't know of it till you. I kind of like that. That's a cool shot how they took the stuff out, but then still put in a loaded mag. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a repost of Steadley, so I don't know if Steadley's picture was from a while ago, but either way, it got reposted 4 days ago. Ugh.
Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes. Take the bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yep. Did you have at least the bacons and the pancakes on the screen when that was happening?
No, I didn't. I was in protest.
Go back and do it again.
No. So here's Autoloader accidentally dropping his Glock on the ground, but it didn't go off. He's jumping on that bandwagon.
He's not doing it far enough above ground.
Oh man, that takes some skill.
Is that a bayonet or is that a regular knife?
If only there was proof of that happening.
Yeah, don't buy it.
Really happening.
I don't bot that. He threw it on the ground.
Tours by a river. Tours by a river. Tours by a river. Jeez, reposted a bunch there, Chris. Everybody likes that picture. I guess this is what it looks like when Chris is like inside. Just a gun sitting on a table.
But he still got it sitting on wood.
Yeah, true. All about the nature. Artisan Tony with his little Eclipse holster.
Is that photoshopped?
No, it's not.
Not sure. So I guess he got that after watching the Eclipse. So that's interesting. Got some dog body shirts. The Egg Assassin. Or Egg Qaeda. So bunch of dog body shirts here.
Has he got those on a spreadshirt or something?
It said on the thing here, Teespring store / dog body official. So yeah, I'll give a shout out for him. He's a cool dude. So help him out, get a couple t-shirts if you think they're cool. Another early watch. That must be his EDC, a big old mallet and then a little tiny gun. Knife, flashlight, smokes. Oh, what do we have here? Boy, this seems very not photoshopped. Very good job, Chris. Very good job.
The way that he was able to use the video editing software to make it look like the water was actually moving when he was in the green screen.
Yeah. Well, and I'm surprised, when he pulled the guns off, that you couldn't see all the glue and stuff. Since he
All the
obviously glued
wires
them all together.
like the elaborate trapeze wires. You couldn't see any of it.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. Repost to Chris's photo again. Another dog body shirt. Killing Nazi eggs. That's cool. No one likes Nazi eggs. Now we're into popular. God, look at that sexy truck. Okie dokie. So those were the close-ups. We'll go back down.
Was there even any dogs this week?
The one that was getting attacked by stick figures. Where was that one? Oh, wait. Where'd that go? Oh, right here. That one has a dog, but he's getting... I don't even know what's happening. He's getting, pulled down or tied down, or... I guess tied down, right? He's muzzled. They're holding him down. I don't know why. Jimmy is a strange person. Let's just say that.
That is the rain.
Is it the rain in Africa?
No, this is the rain down in Arizona.
Oh, okay. All right, so Night Strike, you're the guest. I'll let you pick first. And I'll just keep scrolling through here kind of slowly. You can see them all. Remind what was going on this week.
Force protection is normal. Force protection is normal. What do they call the 5 o'clock bugle?
I have no idea.
The colors? It's been a while, so I don't remember. Anyway, they're playing the 5 o'clock colors right now on the loudspeaker. Can you hear it? Oh shit, is
Yeah,
Clover
kind of in
Tech?
the background.
Clover Tech must be starting.
You see, is Night Strike even still in the hangout?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
they're playing some kind of propaganda music over the loudspeakers over here now. I feel like I'm in Russia. I feel like I should have some sort of parade. But yeah,
Are you
It's
sure?
11:59 at Radio Free America. So Night
This is
Strike,
the-
it's your
This is the
turn to
music
pick.
and the truth until dawn.
Pick a picture already, damn it.
That one right there in the middle with the baseball bat.
that's a hammer,
Uh,
but
A hammer. Okay, a hammer. It looked like a baseball bat from that perspective.
Yeah, because it did kind of cut off the edge.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
You know, I gotta say, this
G-Webs.
basically duplicates and T-shirts. There's a whole bunch of dupes. And
But
tees.
there was someone who was playing towards your sensibilities.
I'm gonna go with CloverTac because that paid us money, or who's he giving that dollar to?
Well, that's him receiving $1. He set up a Patreon.
I'm going with CloverTac, $1.
Okay, and I'm not sure, man. I do like the video responding to the haters. But I feel like I picked Chris last time when he had the 2 stacked up, but so he outdid himself. Yeah, I'm going with the video.
All right, I'll switch mine to the video. Since it is obviously an elaborate response to the haters.
Yeah. So 2 for the video, 1 for the early watch EDC. Does that mean the video wins, or do we want to let the audience try and sway our minds?
They can let us know what they thought, but obviously we judge. Hear that? That's what happens when they try to outjudge us. Here it happened. It was definitely not Retreat.
No, it was not.
I don't think it's Taps. End of the day, Taps is like at 9, isn't it? When they actually retire the colors.
Is it Reveille?
Morning.
That's in the morning, all right. Taps at night. 5.
It didn't sound like Taps though. Taps, you think kind of know.
Yeah, you know taps when you hear it.
But it is dusk, so I guess they could be taking down the colors. All right, well, I'm going to end the Instagram thing. Thanks, everybody who's watching. Yeah, that was the Boneyard. So we're doing the live chat, the Daily Gun Show here from the AT&T Wireless. I don't know why I'm advertising AT&T Wireless. From the unnamed wireless here, but remotely at the airplane graveyard. So we were just judging Instagram.
Using hashtag Daily Gun Show.
Yeah, everything just died on my phone, so I don't know if it ended or what over there. But anyway, I can quit narrating to Instagram. So I think that was the rest of the show, though, right? And it sounds like CloverTac is starting his show up. He runs for about an hour. Then Never Enough Ammo will do his politics and guns chat tonight. I think that's it on Wednesdays for now. If somebody wants to do an after chat, you're always welcome to. Then tomorrow, Connery usually sets up the Good Morning Gun channels, where he does like a long format, early morning on the East Coast, West Coast, midday on the East Coast. Runs it all the way up until our show starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then all the Thursdays stuff starts to happen. So we'll be back tomorrow with episode. We'll be talking CCW, training with your dog. Hey, my dog's sleeping. He's not training. Gun stuff. When you go to the doctor, magazines for the patients to read. So that's our topic. And then for training for specific situations. Is it worth it or just general purpose defense training? We don't have the gun movie tomorrow, so we'll be looking for, I don't know, you know what, we're going to move this since we were just talking about Taps. We're moving the movie Taps till tomorrow. So if you have not seen the movie Taps, go watch that tonight. It is an awesome movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess with that, we're done. Somebody want to be Bob?
Yeah, I can do it. I guess. Is there one in there, or I gotta go find one?
I'm not responsible for that aspect of the show.
Oh Jesus. Damn it! I saw a good one too. Well, no, I already used that one. Crap.
Saying things that other people said is hard.
Yeah.
Well, knowing which ones to say. Oh, give me a second here, and I'll just pull up something cool.
So we've been playing around on that video.me. So I know a lot of the guys over on Gun Channels have been setting up accounts over there. I encourage you to check it out. We were talking about video platforms the last couple of days, and it's always a good idea to keep your eggs in more than one basket and to keep your skills. It seems like a fairly easy to use platform. You can take your existing videos that are already on YouTube and just kind of move them over to VidMe real easily. You just drag the URL over, drop it, say display on VidMe. It'll ask you if you want to schedule it for the future. So very easily you can take your existing library of videos and have them start to populate your VidMe. Most of the people I've talked to are going to go with their most popular videos first, which probably is a good plan. And anyway, thanks for the guys who've been exploring that and sharing it with everybody. And like I say, once you get over there, I'm sure you find one or two of us. You'll see we're all subscribed to each other, so you can start to find everybody over there. Quote ever. I will drop the link for our Patreon again. We appreciate everybody who participates over there and watch before the show. We try to drop early links when we can. It's where we schedule stuff and kind of shoot the shit. Is Smeggy still here? Am I still online?
You're still
Yeah.
here. Smeggy's just gone off the deep end.
No, I'm just trying to find quotes, and half of them are like super dumb. So
They keep telling me there's dust storm warnings. It's like hard to be a dust storm when it's raining. But whatever. So this is what they call dead air. We just like to do this because CloverTac is doing a show, and that bothers us. So we're going to lay our show as far over his as we can with just dead air.
don't
I
think that's
got
what
one.
we're
'Cause
doing.
I have not seen this name in a while. So this is actually a quote from Bob Barr, which was a libertarian candidate back in the day.
Oh my.
Chicago is known for good steaks, expensive stores, and beautiful architecture. Unfortunately, the Windy City also enjoys a reputation for corrupt politics, violent crime, and some of the strictest gun control laws anywhere in the country.
How long ago was that?
No idea. Probably when he
Well-
was running. Thanks for ruining the end of the show.
.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching Gun Websites.